The biggest lessons I've learned in my life are here. Through different stories and topics, I'm going to inspire and motivate you to reach your success and your dreams. I'm so grateful that you're here with me on Journey to Success. So, let's enjoy my next episode together. Did you know that only 8% of people achieve their New Year's goals? Yes, exactly. You hear correctly, guys. We're talking about only 8% of people. Just 8% of people actually reach the goals they set each year. That means, just to be precise, that 92% of us miss out on the dreams we planned for ourselves. Why is that? What makes it so hard to turn goals into reality? What is the reason? So, in today's episode, we're gonna explore what holds people back and, most importantly, how to become part of that 8% by setting goals that actually work for you. If you're ready to make 2025 your breakthrough year, this episode is for you. Hi, guys. My name is Fabio from Journey to Success, and Merry Christmas. Hope you are all enjoying this day, whether you are with family, friends, or, taking some time for yourself. It's also okay. It is that time of year when we reflect, on what is happening. We are gonna try to look back at our achievements, challenges, and everything between. And today, especially, we're going to talk about something powerful: goal setting and why it can truly transform your life. So, as we approach 2025, it is the perfect time to reflect on what we want for the year ahead. Setting goals is not just about having dreams. It's about creating a roadmap that can lead the real challenge and the real change as well. So goals give us, let's say, a purpose. All right, they gave goals give us a direction and something to look forward to. They help us grow and become the best version of ourselves. But of course, there is a right way and the wrong way to set goals. So let's talk about it. In this episode, especially, I'm going to share tips to set goals that work, goals that you can stick to, and goals that you can achieve. And I will break it down in simple steps to make it easy for you to follow. So let's dive in and get ready to make this your best year. So, why do so many of us struggle with setting and achieving goals? What is the reason? There are a few common reasons, guys, and I'm sure many of you can relate to at least one of these. First reason, actually, it's more than a reason, it's a problem, a big problem, is a lack of clarity. So many people set vague goals like, I want to be healthier, or I want to make more money, the usual things. While these are great ideas and no goal, they're not clear or specific. So without knowing exactly what you want, it is hard to find the right path forward, especially for your brain. If you don't know what you want to achieve, you will never achieve it because you literally don't know what you want to achieve. Okay? Don't be vague, be specific, be clear. Another common challenge is motivation. So at the beginning of the year or any new goal setting period, we often feel super motivated, But as time passes, life gets busy and the motivation fades. So if the goal feels too big, it's easy to give up when things get hard. Lastly, There is the issue of overwhelm. Sometimes we set so many goals at once that we feel stressed just thinking about them. Or we aim too high and we end up feeling discouraged when we don't see quick results. So it can make the whole process feel frustrating. And that is when most people give up. I'm sure sound familiar for you. Don't worry, you are not alone. As I say, we're talking about 92% of people, so it's a lot of people, truly. And let's be honest, these are very common struggles, all right? So don't feel guilty or something. But there are also ways to overcome them. So in the next section, I'll share how to set goals in a way that makes them easier to achieve. So let's talk about solutions, right? That's what we're talking about. That's the reason why I have this podcast with you, Journey to Success. So the good news is that goal setting can be effective if we use the right approach, okay? So one of the best methods is setting smart goals. And when I say one of the best methods is setting smart goals, I mean smart goals. SMART. So SMART stand for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound goal. I'm going to repeat again in case you want to have a paper or a pen. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Now, let me explain each part, all right? Pretty long. So just have a seat, take a popcorn, and hear me out. First, a specific goal is clear and detailed. Instead of say, I want to be healthier, say, I want to exercise for 30 minutes, for example, all right? 3 times a week. So the more specific your goal, the easier it is to focus on. Next is measurable. So this means you should be able to track your progress. For example, if your goal is to save money, decide on an exact amount, like $500 a month. Being able to measure your progress keeps you motivated. So you have to understand how to measure your goal. Then there is the achievable word. So set goals that are challenging for sure. If you like to dream big, your goal is a challenge goal, all right? But has not to be an impossible goal. So set goals that are challenging but possible. If you have never run before, aiming to complete a marathon in a month might be unrealistic. Okay. Instead, start with a smaller goal, like running 1 mile, for example, and build it up later. The fourth part is relevant. Ask yourself if this goal aligns with your larger life values. I mean, does it contribute to your overall vision? A goal that matters to you personally is much easier to stay committed to. Finally, lastly, setting a clear deadline, we're talking about a time bound. Instead of I want to read more, you could say I want to read 1 book per month. Deadlines create a sense of urgency that helps you take action. Most of us don't like deadlines. I don't like either. And I have to start to make it a couple for my project. The truth is that with the headline, you speed it up a lot. As I say, deadline creates a sense of urgency is a good way to go forward, but of course, don't stress so much, all right? Try always to balance your energy. Now that we have broken down SMART goals, The next step is to make a plan, all right? So, one of the best ways to do this is by breaking the goal into smaller, manageable steps. This way, you don't feel overwhelmed by the big picture. So, let's say your goal is to save 1,000 euro. So, you could start by setting aside like 50 euro each week. Small steps add up, and seeing progress along the way keeps you motivated. Accountability is also important. Tell a friend, family member, or colleague about your goal. Share updates. Don't be afraid. Share updates with them or even check in weekly. Knowing that someone else is watching can inconsciently and indirectly push you to keep going. Another key is celebrating small wins. So each step you take is a success. You have to be smart to recognizing it. In this way, you're going to be more excited, about moving forward. At the end, lastly, remember to stay flexible. So life happens, and sometimes we may need to adjust our goals. That's normal. Maybe you get sick or have to take care of, let's say, an unexpected task. So adjusting your timeline or goal is okay, as long as you stay committed to your journey. Now, to show how powerful these strategies can be, all right, let me share something with you. A couple and some of their family members, who are friends of mine and my fiance, are very passionate about wine. They had a dream, and this dream is to develop an app where teach people all about how wine works, all right, with lessons and everything. They didn't have much experience, but they had passion. They have a lot of passion. And as you know in this podcast, passion is one of the greatest fuel, even if you don't know where to start. When you have passion, is just great. You have fuel enough to go forward. So they decided to set specific, achievable goals. So what I've noticed is that they broke their goal down into smaller steps. So researching products, making courses, they studied a lot as well, building the app and promoting the app on social media. So from my point of view, each step was manageable, as they are still here making steady progress. So they kept themselves accountable by sharing their progress with us, and I'm sure with their friends as well, asking for feedback and so on. So every small achievement motivated them, even if it was just choosing a business name that ended up to be Grape Genius at the end, or designing a logo. So not even a year later now, they're already gaining hundreds and hundreds of subscribers. These small successes push them to keep going. They're not there yet, but with patience and a good dose of faith, they will be. They're on their way to thriving, in the online business world. But you have to understand something, guys. What started as an unclear vision ended up becoming a clear, specific goal, leading them toward eventually to a big success because they stuck to their plan, all right? Stay motivated and kept taking small steps. So their journey shows us that no matter how big your dream is, with the right goals and plan, faith, patience, passion, you can achieve it. And the best part, well, doesn't have to be perfect, all right? You just need to keep moving forward. So let's recap a little bit what we have covered today, guys. Setting goals is a powerful way to bring positive change into our lives, all right? But to succeed, We need to make those goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound, smart. So, breaking down big goals into small steps can keep us motivated and reduce the feeling of overwhelm. Don't forget the importance also of accountability and celebrating each step along the way. So remember, success doesn't come from doing everything perfectly. We're not talking about that. It's not that at all. It comes from making steady progress each day, weekly. Every small step counts. Set a goal that excites you guys. Make a plan and commit to it. With the right approach, 2025 can be the year you achieve what you've been dreaming of. I promise you. Now, I would love to hear from you. What are your goals for 2025? Have you tried setting smart goals before? Did it help? Share your experience in the comments. I would love to know, what you're working towards. And if you found today's episode helpful, please share it with someone who might need a little motivation to start their own journey to success. Your support, as you know, really means a lot to me. And remember, every small action counts. So take that first step toward your goal. Well, I wouldn't say today. I would say today, I would say in a week, but do it and move forward with good steady progress. You're gonna achieve it. Thanks for tuning into Journey to Success. Let's make 2025 a year of growth and achievement, one step at a time. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, guys. Cheers. Wow, can you believe it? Here we are at the end of the episode. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sticking around, guys. If you enjoyed what you heard, I would really appreciate if you could take a moment to share this episode with someone who could benefit from it. Thanks again for tuning in, and I can't wait to catch you in the next episode. Cheers.